wise. I mean, I think it will be a really tough game. I really like the Grizzlies. Like the YNs, they really come into play, right? Like they're gonna be excited. They're gonna be ready to go.
This is the direction of legacy sports media. The conversation has been completely rapified. YNs equals young. The inevitable dumbing down and ghettoing of all conversations.
Because I saw Markieff Morris?
Mm-hmm.
Or I always get them mixed up, him and his brother. But one of the Morris twins was on ESPN this week, and he used the term on First Take of YNs, which I guess you could say now is officially going mainstream. And it's kind of sparked a little bit of a discussion because a lot of people feel it's an inappropriate term to be using, especially on a Disney channel. And
I mean, why? He just said YN.
Well, you know what YN
we know what the acronym means, but
yeah,
it's the safe terminology. I mean,
but there's a deeper implication of that term going mainstream, and it's not the issue of us using it.
Who put granddaddy through the YN training, baby? I am the YN. I just said it before you even logged on, baby. I'm old enough to date the daughter and the mama, and I'm gonna take them back both down through that goddamn the drainage for that garbage disposal in that little itty bitty ass sink. Yeah.
We already know. Anytime black, brown, or other creates a name, a saying that goes viral, we know our white brethrens steals it and make it racially, some type of racial tension with the wording. You feel what I'm saying? It gives them like an open door to, say what they want to say anyway out loud. You feel what I'm saying? So, but we know as the ones that's in the culture, you know what I'm saying? That's the lingo.
Yeah, I understand what the lingo and the term is, but again, the issue is not so much us, but it leaving the culture and then being used against us by people not a part of our culture, because now as the term gets popular, I'm seeing some, known white suspected supremacists using the term on YouTube and Twitter, in their tweets, in their videos, and now because the term is being mainstream, I think they're trying to normalize it. Like, of course,
because just like woke and DEI, it's another way to call you a. You could be 17 years old, valedictorian, with all the ropes, all the decorations. It's valedictorian of the school. Oh, the YN's in education now. That's how you sound. Like that's what y'all would say.
They're gonna see. That's when it's like the same thing where they took the word woke.
Oh yeah,
we knew what woke was. It was just a friendly terminology amongst pay attention. You feel what I'm saying? And anytime something goes viral, be popular, and is attached to other than white, they're gonna use it in a racial terminology. So it doesn't matter whether it's YN. We saw woke. Who would think? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it doesn't matter what we say. If it's catchy and it's something that they can use for racial coverage, they can use it for cover and use it to basically call you what they really want to say. That's what they're gonna do. So it doesn't matter. Woke is the safest word that you could possibly say, and they made it racial.
They co-opted the term woke.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So it doesn't matter what we say. If anything that we create is catchy, they're gonna steal and they make it racial.
Yeah. I want to know what happened to using the term young blood.
That's super old. It
means the same thing.
Right, but that's like somebody's a granddaddy, you know what I'm saying?
It was cool when CeeLo rapped about it on Cell Therapy.
Cause I can see the young bloods hanging out at the store.
That's our age group.
24/7 junkies looking for a hit of the blow. It's powerful.
Actually mine, you feel what I'm saying? Yeah. So we in the days of,
there was a whole ass rap group in the early 2000s.
I got you, but when you got names like your boy out of Atlanta, what's his name? Young
Young Thug?
Yeah, when you got cats like that, you know what I'm saying? That's where the whole terminology came from. YSL. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So they branching off of that, creating terminology off of that. So, I mean, again, you can't. I mean, we can say some basic ass. If it goes viral, they're gonna find a way to make it racially termed. I mean, so it doesn't matter. They're gonna use whatever we use that's catchy that other races want to use, which we don't have a problem using because, it's not saying. See,
y'all call me a YN. I don't want y'all to call me that. Please. And it's my birthday. Please. Can you make that dream happen? I need y'all to call me a YN. And that stands for young man. Please.
It's the difference. See, all right, I'm getting older, so I don't. If I use the N word, it's not as an endearment. Mm-hmm. Now, I would be first to say, 20 years ago, right? Yes, it would have. You feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But I'm a lot much older, and I'm looking at what we're discussing here, how they using that in racially form, especially over the internet and stuff like that. Yeah. So subconsciously, you know what I'm saying? I'm just like, if I say it, and it doesn't matter what nationality that you are. If I use that terminology towards you, it's not an endearment. You know what I'm saying? It's just telling you how stupid you are. That's all.
Oh, okay. So you don't use the N-word as a term of endearment.
No, I'm using it as you dumb.
Oh. I use it for all types of things. It's a noun, an adjective, a verb. Something crazy happens, you can't help but say, yeah, so.
Yeah, in that respect, yes. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not freely using it. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Now, YN, I don't have no problem with that. You know what I'm saying? Because, again, we can't sit here and police everything what's being said because they try to do the same thing when we was their age. You feel what I'm saying? So it's kind of like being hypocritical that at one point in time you was their age and you had people trying to police what you were saying and this and the third. So who is us? So in this term, how they using it, it's a safe. In my term, it's safe. Mm-hmm. And on top of that, you can use it as a casual phrase, and it's like, not disrespectful. Of course, it doesn't matter what we say. If it's catchy, they're gonna use it in a racial form.
If they were a thug, right, or a stick-up kid, right, you know what I'm saying? Any one of them type of people. The term you used to describe a street was only for the street, period. It was only for him. When we categorize all black youth as YNs, what it actually does is it diminishes the value of using that word to describe the insurgents in our community. When we start calling every black man, every black youth a YN, we discredit the meaning and the reason for using that word.
Yeah. So basically, any word we choose can be used as a weapon against us to describe black people.
Or other than.
Yeah, that is true, because they tried to call us all Black Lives Matter a couple of years ago. That was the big deal. Mm-hmm. Oh, Black Lives Matter.
They follow with White Lives Matter.
Yeah, White Lives Matter, all that stuff. So, yeah, I guess you're right in that sense, because whatever term we use to describe the youth will be used in vitriol against us by those that want to see us fail.
See, the only difference is when we was coming up, we didn't have the internet.
Nope.
And everything was
internal.
So now everything is magnified because of the internet, and you can reach billions of people. You know what I'm saying? All across spectrums. So information gets out a lot faster. So when you got people who has the following, they use it in whether it's a positive way or in a negative way. So right now it's money in the game right now amongst division. You feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. If you can spew hate, you ain't getting blackballs. There's an audience out there that's going to listen to you. So that's the reason why I was on the mindset, like, why are we sitting here getting on Kanye West? When we sit here, we got white on X, and X is one of the most holes that you can go up in and push whatever up there. You feel what I'm saying? To where, why ain't nobody censoring them? Why we sitting here saying that this man, they're saying it out loud. Let him do his thing. Even though there's a reasoning for him. Because me personally, I believe that he's crying out for help. You know what I'm saying? And this is his way of getting attention. So
I disagree.
I said just my opinion.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I could be wrong, but yeah, but the reason why, again, let me stay on track. The reason why I brought up Kanye West is if we got white folks out here doing it, why are we censoring him? Now, get it. I understand wrong is wrong. So, but again, I'm not going to be the PC police because again, we got a convicted felon that's the president.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Well, I feel you on that.